Good morning, my friends. Velma Hagar, Hidden Treasures in Secret Places, with her little book, Amazon.com. You know, I want to talk about something. This is going to be one of my favorite little topics. I love this. Well, first of all, most of you probably noticed that my eyes look kind of weird. They're weird looking. They close when they're not supposed to. Many of you know this. And it's called blepharospasms. And I've learned to deal with them. I've had this for about 17 years. It came on me in my late 50s, probably around 59 or 60. I'm 77 this October. And I don't want Martina Campbell to see up my nose. She told me one time, you need to change the way you set your video up because I can see up your nose. Not good. Okay, so anyway, this affliction, it's been really trying. It's very troubling, as you can imagine. Your eyes close when they're not supposed to, which means I struggle. Oh my gosh, I really can't read books anymore. I mean, can I read? Yes, I can read things. I have big print in my iPhone, and I can read, but I struggle to read because my eyes don't stay open. I can see if they open. I can see. I thank God for that. I told you all that to tell you, look, I'm a big believer in God and healing and asking and receiving. I'm a big believer in all that. But in the midst of this, I have dealt with this issue. And I've asked God over and please heal my eyes. I've begged. I've done everything I know to do. But I never have given up on God. Oh no, I don't care how long I have this. I'm going to believe that he's going to heal it one day. And if he doesn't, you know what? I'm still going to believe him. One day, I was sitting upstairs on my deck and I was asking God again, oh Lord, please heal my eyes. I try to serve you. And I heard crystal clear in my spirit. I heard a scripture that I've never quite understood. It said, I've got this thing on my nose and oh my gosh, it's horrible. I always say my nose now looks like the rest of the Hagar siblings. They all have big noses. I always thought mine was pretty good, but not real good today. I think I got a mosquito bite on it. Okay, so anyway, back to the story. And I hear crystal clear in my spirit, and it says, my grace is sufficient. And I'm like, what the heck? I've always heard that scripture, but I never quite understood it. My grace is sufficient. So I did a deep dive into that scripture. What does he mean by that? Well, first of all, we have to know what grace is. Grace means it's unmerited favor. It means that he is with you through everything. He covers you. He always gives you an escape route if grace is covering you. You always have a way out if you have God's grace. When I pray for somebody, if I pray for God's hand of grace to be upon you, that's the finest prayer I could pray for you. It doesn't mean that there won't be weapons formed against you. It doesn't mean that you won't get blepharospasms and they won't go away. It doesn't mean you won't get cancer. What it means is that no matter what you get, no matter what happens, he will show you a way out of it. For me, the way out is that I've been able to do everything. My friends always say to me, how do you do it? They say I have an eagle eye. They say, even though my eyes are closed, I see things other people don't. I'm always saying, watch out for that car. Look, I see everything. I don't miss a trick. And yet my eyes are closed more times than they're open, to be honest. I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm crying because of the joy inside of me. His grace is sufficient. You might have to deal with struggles in life, but if God's grace is on you, he's going to lead you through it, and you're going to come out on the other side victorious. You're going to walk with your eyes closed and not stumble. I walk, you know what, I even drive. Mamma mia, stay off the road when I'm on the road. I always get in my car and I say, God, protect me and everybody else around me as I drive. I hold my eye like this. If it closes when it's not supposed to, I can still drive. Remember, I can see. So if they close when I'm driving, I can always do this. I mean, I'm sure I probably... My kids are always saying, Mom, don't drive so much. You know, I mean, hey, I want to be independent all the days of my life. And I am, doggone it. God has given me the grace to do it. I do it. I'm a good little driver. I don't drive very far. You know, I use my head. I stay kind of in Palm Desert, a few miles, you know, from home. I don't drive at night. But anyway, that's my story. And in the midst of this, doggone it, I've done everything. I write my blog every day. And I'm happy. I'm like, how can you be happy when your eyes are twitching? I'm happy as a clam. I mean, God has blessed my socks off. His grace is truly sufficient. I hope you get that. Whatever it is you're dealing with, I think that if you can just get a hold of that and say, okay, I receive that grace. Look, the weapons still come against you, but they can't harm you. No weapon formed against you will harm you. That's the one I claim all the time. And every word that comes out against you will go back into when they sent it. When you have God's grace on you, you don't care what people think. You don't care what people say. You don't care what people do. You know that God has hold of you. He's going to see you through it. He's going to walk you through that cancer and that chemotherapy. He's going to bring your son home that's out there on drugs. He's going to take you through that surgery. He's going to see you through that divorce and that bankruptcy. He's going to see you through that business closing and that financial disaster. It doesn't mean you're not going to have them, but it does mean you're going to get through them. It does mean you're going to make it. I hope that delights you as much as it does me. I talked for 7 minutes on a subject that I love, God's grace. And let me tell you something. When someone prays a blessing on you, and especially at church, when it's a man or a woman of God, and they pray a blessing on you, stop. Don't race through it. Don't be thinking, oh, I got to get out of church right now. He's praying the blessing. I'll leave right now before the crowd. No, stay and receive. Receive the blessing. If someone was passing a football to another football player, he's got to be there to catch it. He could throw the most beautifully executed throw in the world, but if no one is there to catch it, it lands on the ground and no one got it. Grab hold of those blessings that come your way. Stop. Let it wash over your body. Like what I'm telling you right now about this grace. Listen to this. This will change your life. It may not heal you, but it will change your life. I love this. I love this. Our pastor always prays this prayer at the end of every service. And I just put my hand over my little heart. You think I'm running out of there before I get that prayer? No way. It's like he's passing out money. And he says, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May he cause his face to shine upon you. May he turn his presence towards you and give you peace. And I pray that over you right now, and I hope that you claimed it. Look how serious I am today. I'm not sure I wasn't supposed to be a pastor. But it's a road not taken. Look, I'm 77. I ain't being no pastor, so don't be sending me no messages. Oh, and you know what? Here's looking at you, kid. I'm going to leave you with that. And until next time, this is Velma Hagar bidding you a very, very, very blessed day and bidding God's grace upon you. Bye.